The Scoliosis Warrior Mindset. Scoliosis may affect your spine, but the most powerful part of your treatment doesn't come from braces, exercises, or surgeries. It comes from your mindset, the way you think about your body, your challenges, and your future. Developing a strong, positive mindset, what we call the Scoliosis Warrior Mindset, can make all the difference in how you live with scoliosis and what kind of progress you make. In this chapter, we'll explore what a growth mindset is, how it applies to living with scoliosis, and why your thoughts, beliefs, and attitude are some of the most powerful tools you have. You'll also read stories of real people who beat the odds and learn how believing in yourself and your treatment plan can truly shape your outcome. What is a growth mindset? A growth mindset means believing that you can improve through effort, learning, and persistence. It's the opposite of a fixed mindset, where people believe that things are the way they are, and nothing can change that. Let's break it down. Fixed mindset versus growth mindset. I was born this way. Nothing can help. Reluctance. I can improve by trying new things. This is too hard. I can figure it out, step by step. I always fail. I'll get better. Why bother? What I do today matters for tomorrow. When you have scoliosis, it's easy to fall into a fixed mindset, especially if you were told, "There's nothing you can do," or "Just wait and see." But science, research, and real-life success stories show that change is possible. A curved spine doesn't mean a broken future. The Scoliosis Warrior Mindset says, "I'm not perfect, but I'm powerful. I can take small steps each day. I believe in progress, not perfection." How a growth mindset applies to scoliosis. Having scoliosis can be tough. There are days when your back hurts, when your posture looks uneven, or when you feel different from everyone else. But the Scoliosis Warrior Mindset helps you push forward, even on the hard days. Here's how it works in real life. Doing exercises when you don't feel like it. A growth mindset says, "This is hard, but I'll feel better after I do it." Trying new treatments like genetic testing or the ScoliSmart activity suit. A growth mindset says, "It might help me, so I'll give it a try." Facing setbacks. Maybe your curve got a little worse. A growth mindset says, "That's okay. I'm still in control and I'll keep going." Handling emotional struggles. If you feel down or frustrated, a growth mindset reminds you that it's okay to have bad days, and that you can always come back stronger tomorrow. A strong mindset doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It means choosing to keep moving forward, even when it's hard. Real stories of people who beat the odds. Across the country, and around the world, people with scoliosis are proving that strength comes in many forms. These are people who were told their curve would get worse, that they would need surgery, or that their pain was just something they had to live with. But instead of giving up, they kept fighting, and their stories are proof that the Scoliosis Warrior Mindset works. Jenna's story, from fear to confidence. Jenna was 13 when she found out she had scoliosis. Her curve was already over 30 degrees, and doctors told her she'd likely need a brace and maybe even surgery. She felt scared and embarrassed, especially when her friends didn't understand what she was going through. But her parents found a scoliosis-specific exercise program, and Jenna started working with a team that helped her build confidence and strength. Today, she's in high school, playing volleyball, and her curve hasn't progressed at all. She says, "At first I felt broken, but now I feel strong because I know how to take care of my spine." Luis's story. Late diagnosis, big progress. Luis didn't learn he had scoliosis until he was 42. For years, he thought his back pain was just from working a construction job. When he finally got an X-ray, he found out his spine was curved and causing nerve pressure. Instead of giving up, Luis started using posture therapy, stretching, and nutritional supplements. He says, "I'm not 20 anymore, but I move better now than I did 10 years ago. I stopped thinking of myself as injured and started thinking of myself as a work in progress. Emily's story: post-surgery recovery with purpose. Emily had spinal fusion surgery as a teen. For years, she thought that was the end of her scoliosis journey. But as she got older, she started feeling tightness, fatigue, and stress in her back. Instead of ignoring it, Emily started a personalized scoliosis recovery plan that included gentle exercises and hormone support. I used to feel stuck, she says, but now I feel like I'm building something new, not just living in the past. These stories show that no matter your age, background, or situation, you can still move forward. Why believing in progress changes the outcome. There's real science behind why mindset matters. When you believe something is possible, your brain pays more attention, your body responds better, and you're more likely to stick with your care plan. On the other hand, if you believe nothing will work, you're less likely to try, and more likely to feel stuck. Think about it like this: belief creates action. When you believe your efforts matter, you keep going. Action creates results. Small steps, like stretching, eating healthy, or tracking your progress, add up. Results build confidence. When you feel better, your belief gets even stronger. It becomes a positive cycle. A scoliosis warrior doesn't expect perfection. They believe in progress. They know that every effort counts. Every healthy choice, every stretch, every appointment, every step forward makes a difference. Here are a few affirmations to keep you focused. I'm not stuck. I'm growing stronger every day. My spine is just one part of me. It doesn't define me. Progress takes time, and I'm committed to the journey. I believe in my body's ability to improve. I'm a scoliosis warrior, and I don't give up. Final thoughts: choosing the warrior mindset every day. Having scoliosis doesn't mean your life is limited. It means you have a challenge, and challenges build character, courage, and strength. The Scoliosis Warrior Mindset is about more than staying positive. It's about staying powerful. It's about believing in change, acting with purpose, and refusing to let your diagnosis define your destiny. Here's how you can live out the Scoliosis Warrior Mindset every day. Start each morning with a deep breath and a reminder that you're in control. Face each treatment or exercise as an act of self-care, not punishment. Talk to yourself with kindness, not criticism. Learn from others who've been where you are, and stay inspired by their stories. Keep moving forward, even if it's one tiny step at a time. You don't have to be perfect to be a warrior. You just have to keep showing up. Keep learning. Keep believing. Your spine is strong. Your mind is stronger. And your future? It's full of possibility. You've got this, because you are a scoliosis warrior. Reframing negative thoughts. Living with scoliosis can be frustrating. Maybe you've asked yourself questions like, why did this happen to me? Will I ever feel better? Is there even a point in trying anymore? These thoughts are normal, but if they stick around too long, they can drag you down, keep you from taking care of your body, and make scoliosis feel even harder. That's why it's important to learn how to reframe negative thoughts, change them into something more helpful and hopeful. In this chapter, you'll learn how to go from "why me" to "what now?" Challenge beliefs that hold you back, and replace fear with action. These tools will help you feel more in control and more confident in your scoliosis journey. From "why me?" to "what now?" It's okay to feel sad, angry, or confused about scoliosis. Those feelings are real and valid. But staying stuck in "why me" thinking can make you feel powerless, like your scoliosis is in control and there's nothing you can do. A better question to ask is, what now? Instead of focusing on what's not fair, focus on what you can do next. Here's what that shift might look like. Why me becomes, what can I do today to support my spine? Why didn't someone catch this earlier becomes, what actions can I take now to feel better? Why can't I do what others can becomes, what activities still make me feel strong? Asking what now helps you focus on solutions instead of problems. It puts you back in charge of your journey. Challenging beliefs that hold you back. Sometimes it's not just the pain or curve that hurts, it's the thoughts we carry about ourselves. These beliefs might sound like, I'm broken, this will never get better, no one understands what I'm going through, I'm not strong enough to deal with this. But here's something important to know. Not every thought is true. Sometimes our brains repeat negative beliefs so often that we start to believe them. But with practice, you can challenge those thoughts and change the way you think about yourself. Try this. Notice the thought. Example, I'm never going to feel better. Ask if it's 100% true. Is it really true that nothing can help? Or have you just hit a rough patch? Look for evidence of the opposite. Have you had good days? Have treatments helped even a little? Have other people improved with time? Replace the thought with something more helpful. Some days are hard, but I'm learning what helps me feel better. This doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means giving yourself a more balanced, realistic way to think. One that leads to hope, not hopelessness. Replacing fear with action. Fear can be sneaky. It tells you not to try. It says, don't bother, it won't work, or you'll just fail anyway. Fear keeps you from stretching, showing up to appointments, or sticking with treatment. The best way to deal with fear is not to ignore it. It's to take action anyway. Even small actions can break the hold that fear has over your mind. Stretch for 5 minutes, even if you feel tired. Ask a question at your next doctor's visit, even if you're nervous. Wear your brace or do your exercises, even if it's not your favorite thing to do. Each small step you take tells your brain, I'm not giving up. And over time, that message gets louder than fear. Remember, you don't have to feel brave to act brave. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's choosing to move forward even when you're scared. Final thoughts. Reframing negative thoughts doesn't mean ignoring hard feelings. It means giving those feelings less control over your life. When you move from why me to what now, challenge the beliefs that hold you back and take small actions. Even when you're scared, you take your power back. You are not your diagnosis. You are not your worst day. You are a strong, growing person with a future full of hope. And the more you train your mind to think like a scoliosis warrior, the stronger you'll become, not just in your spine, but in your spirit too. Learn from others who've been where you are, and stay inspired by their stories. Keep moving forward, even if it's one tiny step at a time. You don't have to be perfect to be a warrior. You just have to keep showing up. Keep learning. Keep believing. Your spine is strong. Your mind is stronger. And your future, it's full of possibility.